Hello, my name is Robert Jana, and I'm wishing you a really, really warm welcome to this story of my walking podcast. Um, this story is completely dedicated and attributed to my dear friend Wouter, who shared a practice with me that I want to share with you, with my dear listeners, my friends, my family, that I want to share and to maybe inspire you to try out what Wouter shared with me. And it's on the topic of meditation. Um, for a long time, I kind of tried to involve myself in this sort of mindfulness training and meditation, and trying to become more aware of myself, of my body, of my mental health. And I must admit, it's so difficult. Um, a few years ago, I did some yoga training, yoga practice, and but already there, I mean, yoga, to a large extent, usually is a lot focused on this physical exercise. But of course, you do a little bit of meditation training and practice in yoga as well. And I always experienced how difficult it was for me to just focus and to just do nothing. Basically to sit and let my thoughts and my mind just pass by. Just be an observer, just, a bystander. And it was difficult. And it was so difficult that it never got into my day-to-day life, really. And then my dear friend Wouter, who is very, he's an amazing person. He's probably one of the most sustainable people I'm aware of, and he is very dedicated and very committed to the things he does. And being mindful, or becoming mindful and meditating is one of the things that he really, really actively pursues. So I had the chance to spend 10 days with Wouter at a really wonderful exchange project experience in France a few days ago, and of course, in doing so and being the roommate, I got to see and I got introduced to just his daily practices. And what he did in the morning every day was a meditation session of 1 hour. So when he got up, or sometimes also during the day, he was just like in his room, sitting on his bed, and practicing meditation, and practice meditation for 1 hour. And that was very impressive to me. And when we went back home, actually, I opened up myself and I was bluntly honest and told him, Wouter, this is really, really cool. I would really, really like to get introduced to meditation and mindfulness once again. Can you help me? And thankfully, he wanted to help me. So let me quickly describe, or maybe slowly describe what Wouter shared with me. So, and how I sort of translated this into my own day-to-day life. So he said, whenever you want to meditate, sit comfortably, close your eyes, let your hands rest in a comfortable position, and start to count. And on each intake or on each outtake of breath, so each inhalation or exhalation, you count. You start with 1 to 10, And when you reach 10, then you start again from 1. And each time you encounter yourself sort of wandering around, following your thoughts, and you realize that, then again, bam, you reset yourself and you start from 1. So it's actually very simple. That's the only technique that he shared with me, and I tried it out in my day-to-day life in the morning. So when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is a 15 minutes round of meditation. I cannot focus or I cannot keep focused on just, the observing role of my mind for an hour. That's just too much for me at the moment. So I decided to take it more slowly and more gradually, starting with just 15 minutes. So, and of course, sometimes it does happen that, my mind is wandering around, following experiences, thoughts from the day before. And sometimes it actually takes me a couple of breaths to realize it. But also, this realization is a very, very good feeling, because it allows me to feel how my mind was wandering around and how I got back, how I got myself back to a renewed focus. And so that's what I do in the morning. And in the evening, I do the same. 15 minutes, just to let the, kind of gently close up the day and prepare myself for going to bed. And I've been doing that for a couple of days now, and it really feels great. Of course, it's very difficult to attribute just one practice to a different perception of your day-to-day life. But I would say that this meditation practice contributes and helps me to be more focused, be more present in the moment, and be more aware of situations in which I'm not in the moment. So essentially raising this inner awareness and consciousness. So that's very beautiful. And so, Wouter, if you happen to listen to this one, once again, I'm very, very, very thankful for your help, because previously, in previous exercises and trainings, I've never got to someone who told me how to meditate in such a very simple way of just counting from 1 to 10. And I want to close this story with another idea or another experience that I had while I was listening to the TED Radio Hour, one of the most recent ones on quiet. It's called Quiet. And those of you who know me a bit better also know that I'm a big fan and that I kind of fell in love with podcasts for a while already. And so I happened to listen to this TED Radio Hour on being quiet, and there was one talk that really got me, in which the presenter said, he raised this argument that, in our times nowadays, it's seen as something so normal to treat your body well. We do all kinds of things to be gentle and good to our body. We do sports, we exercise in fitness studios. And if you tell someone that you just spent 30 minutes in a fitness studio to do physical exercise, you would be probably seen as someone just normal. And you would be probably attributed as someone who just did a good, positive thing to himself. Whereas when you say, I just spent 30 minutes on meditation for my mental health, I did a mental exercise, that's still seen as something a bit more, maybe strange is the wrong word, or too strong word for it, but it's way less common to spend time doing nothing and realizing that this time spent on doing nothing is not a waste of time, but it's so much needed for our body. Same as any kinds of physical exercise that we do to treat our body well too. So yeah, that's pretty much, I think, what I wanted to share in this story on meditation and this related practice of meditation. And I would be really happy to hear back from you and your experience with meditation practice, and how you do that in you. No, how do you do that in your everyday life? What helps you most to calm down your mind and to be more present in the now? That's what that's one of these questions that is really driving me at the moment. Trying to find out what I can do and how I can learn and practice to be more aware and to be more present in the now, and to be more real in the now, in a way that it's just me and nothing played or nothing artificial. So my name is Robert Ojana. I'm signing off for the Walking Podcast. I wish you a wonderful day, a beautiful rest of the week, and I look forward to all your feedback and all your ideas that you got while listening to this podcast. Goodbye.